Hi, I'm Rachel White with the Horizon League here with Garret Weaver, former Detroit Mercy men's soccer player who was recently named one of the recipients of our postgraduate scholarship. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. First of all, what was your reaction when you found out that you'd won the scholarship?
I was very excited. I mean, I didn't really know it was coming, obviously, so I kind of found out around the same time as everyone else. So it was really exciting, and just knowing it will help take a little dent out of my future debt, that I'm walking in. So it's really awesome to, have the Horizon League reach out for students like us and just know they have our back.
Definitely. And what are your plans now for continuing your education after Detroit Mercy?
So I will be going to the Western Michigan University Homer Stryker MD School of Medicine. So that'll be in Kalamazoo. So I'll be going there for the next 4 years. And then after that, residency and probably working in a hospital somewhere or doing a private practice. So that's kind of the long term. I don't like to plan too far ahead because, nothing really ever goes exactly to plan. So yeah, the next 4 years, I can tell you that I will be at Western Michigan's medical school.
Awesome. And you touched on it a little bit. How will this scholarship help you? Obviously, you've got a lot of schooling ahead. So how do you feel this will really help you moving forward?
Yeah, so this money obviously will help me because I mean, I've kind of freaked myself out looking at like some like the debt accumulation over time. I'm like, ooh. So just the time is a factor with like interest and everything. So literally anything helps with that because I won't be obviously able to pay it off for a little while. So just even a small dent goes a long way over the course of 10, 15 years of, paying off student loans. So it really does help more than one might think. So
Definitely. Switching gears a little bit, obviously your time as a student athlete has now come to an end. So how do you feel that playing soccer and that experience has really helped you develop into a leader off the field?
yeah, soccer's taught me so much, just a lot of things about people, working with a team. There's a lot of intangibles that I feel like unless you like play the sport or you had like that kind of like team experience, it's really hard to know exactly what it is. So for me, honestly, it just taught me about how to deal with people. And there's like moments as like when I was a captain that I learned, I would say more about people than soccer in general, and just kind of knowing how to lead and how different people react to different like ways of leadership and how it's a very subjective experience. So that's why it was kind of I wrote about it in a lot of my apps. It was really something that I took pride in. I would always try to make like mental notes of things I learned as a leader and apply it hopefully to my future career as a physician. So
Definitely. And you certainly haven't chosen a pretty easy career path moving forward. So what do you think are some things that you've maybe learned being a student athlete, going through school, having all those different experiences that will help you moving forward?
honestly, time management was the biggest one. That's where I haven't really been freaking out too much about starting medical school, just because I mean I know it's going to be a lot of work, but I've been doing that the last 4 years. So just being able to manage time while also leaving time for myself too, because that's really important. Just kind of having that like self help and making time out of the day for yourself. That's honestly what a big thing soccer taught me is you got to find time for yourself, even with all the madness going on. So time management, I would say flexibility because our schedule would change on the dot. So just being able to be flexible and like I kind of said earlier, whatever your plan is, it's probably not going to go exactly like like you planned it out. So we were just learning to be flexible and just change my day as it goes because again anything can happen. So especially in a hospital, things can change like that. So I'm just kind of excited for that and all these lessons I've learned. I feel honestly pretty comfortable about the start. I thought I'd be a little more scared, but then I think back to all my experiences and like I've been prepared so well for this. So I'm really excited.
That's awesome. One last question for you, and this can be kind of a hard one to put into a few words, but what did just the opportunity to be a student athlete, what has that meant to you?
Hey, you put me on the spot. Honestly, this is I guess it's a little cliche. Honestly, it's just a blessing. I didn't always plan on playing college soccer. Didn't know it was going to happen, but be given the opportunity, I took it, and I couldn't be more thankful for taking the opportunity because it really has given me so much. And I feel like there's just so many things I learned that if I just when I went to school or went somewhere else, like other than Detroit Mercy, there's so many lessons I wouldn't have learned, and I feel like I would have been not developed my like skills and experiences at the same level if I went somewhere else. So I'm really happy being a part of Detroit Mercy and the Horizon League and just kind of growing as a person because I don't think I'd be the person I am today without being a student athlete.
Well, that's great to hear. Congratulations again on the scholarship and heading off to med school. We wish you the best of luck. We look forward to catching up with you in the future and seeing how things are going.
I appreciate it. I look forward to it.